All right, it is May 1st, and well, if you don't believe me, go check the calendar and look outside. I'll be here, I'll wait. And while you're doing that, well, let's not go. Yes, welcome to another episode of Every Show Joe Says Not Go. Man, that's so weird. But helping you for the next 7 days find some streams that have been brought to my attention, or I was able to find, and so you can go support and watch some awesome live music streamed. And of course, how to just support your music industry friends and venue friends and everything like that. So, of course, right at the top, as always, the best way to support your bands and your musicians is just buy their merch, buy their music, buy that kind of stuff. I mean, I chose this one because it has. There we go. Looking at a reflection of myself throws me off. But yeah, so that kind of stuff. Of course, speaking of, if you're watching this Friday night until midnight, Bandcamp is waiving all their fees once again. So anything you buy on Bandcamp, no fees. The artists are getting 100% of it. So you can go do that to support them. Also, throw this out there because it came out today. The Stay Home Navajo Nation COVID-19 benefit compilation is out on Bandcamp. So you can search for that, featuring Joystick, Rich City Sinners, Low Cash Ninjas, Amigo the Devil, and more. And those funds are going to be donated to the Navajo and Hopi families COVID-19 relief and Northern Dying COVID-19 relief effort, plus local efforts. So that, you can go right there and support. Of course, speaking of Bandcamp, there's also the Cheap Comp and Carry On from Lumberjerk. So really awesome. You can get both. Yucca has got theirs, which features Jason and Mike Sparrow of Authority Zero, Chip Hanna, Critical Miss, Still Drunk Still, Me Back and No Composure and Squared, Kristen Taylor, Andy, all recorded in the empty Yucca Tap. That benefits those artists and the staff at Yucca, so support them that way too. Plus, again, no fees. At least till midnight if you're watching this on Friday night. Otherwise, it's back to normal. But you can still support them regardless. All that money goes to them. Of course, let's see what we have. We've got, you can also support the Trunk Space at mightycause.com/organization/the Trunk Space. There's GoFundMe set up for the Timeout Lounge, Lost Leaf, Marquee Theater, and what was it? The Marquee, you actually get was a $2 of credit for every dollar you donate toward their staff, so that helps. Rebel Lounge and Lunchbox are doing shirts that you can order, and that money goes to their staff and keeping the building and rent and all that covered until they can reopen under all this stuff. Plus, you can support by doing takeout. I know Yucca Tap's still doing it, so you can go, and they're posting regular lunch specials, or food specials, I guess. Not, you can have it at dinner. But yeah, you can go support them by doing that. Plus, their shirts, all the merch shirts are going right to the staff. So there's that. Plus, your regular recording studio, the ones that are still open and able to run, like SER Studios, Underdog, and others, you can go support them. They're hurting, and they can always use, like, I know SER has a green screen, so you can stream out of there, that kind of stuff. Plus, band practice or record stuff, that kind of stuff. So, hit them up if you're in that situation. Plus, yes, the bartender's accepting digital tips. That's in the COVID-19 Mutual Aid Group, Phoenix metro area. Let's see, Music Cares got their coronavirus relief fund, which is for musicians missing out on aid. Plus the Crew Nation Global Relief Fund for those that like work on in the background, building the stages, all that kind of stuff, loading in, loading out. That has been set up for live music crews, so you go check that out if you qualify for that. And yeah, let's get right into other stuff. You can always follow the Social Distance Party on Instagram for their cool event stuff. There is the COVID Concert Series group on Facebook. We've got, and it points out some streams and some artists, plus the Virtual Punk Rock Art Group show, which that's the thing. I've been noticing a lot of like groups that are for shows, and then trying to keep track of all this stuff is a little different, especially since some of them are not actually events, some of them are like groups stuff. But I'm trying to do it, and I hope I got most of them this time, so we'll see here. But yeah, like tonight, we got the Coping with Dystopia 7, featuring Chatterbox and the Latter-day Satanist. Satanist? No, Satanist. There we go. Rent Strike, Joey Steele of All Torn Up and Cop Out, Elaine, Raz Snake, and more. That one started at 6 tonight, so you go check that out. Yes, this is all done on the fly. So if you thought this was fake dirty. Then tomorrow, there's actually a bunch of stuff tomorrow, May 2nd. Got the Virtual Apocalypse Punk Rock Art Show number 3. And that's featuring Jesse and Whitney of Days of Days, which their new album is fucking amazing. It's their freshman release on Fat Wreck. Go check that out. They also got Leftover Crack, Skip, and The Last Straws. I'm excited to catch them. Or Skip. Where's it a band? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Krovac, Hannah Alley, Boss Rush, and more. That one's starting at 4:45 p.m. We also had the Quarantine series from the Lunchbox featuring one of my favorites in the Valley, Heavy Breather. So that one's at 9 o'clock. You can catch them streaming. Got the Supernova Saturdays from the Supernova Ska Festival, and that's featuring King Django at 5 p.m. Yeah, I said 8 last week, and I think that was 8 Eastern, so I think it's 5. But yeah, go check the event just to double check and be safe if you do want to catch him. We also got Las Calacas live streaming at 6 p.m. We've got Switchblade Live featuring Saintbreaker for 7 p.m. The Irie live stream also at 7 p.m. And then the Black Bottom Lighters on Lit Live, Facebook and Twitch. So go check all that out Saturday. Then Sunday, I actually didn't find... Oh, wait, yeah, we didn't. Let's see. We've got, well, a new concerts consoles, which you didn't check it out yet. Joystick. We had Duck on, talked and played some costume cuts and figuring this all out. Really fun, really cool. Go check that out. That's up on YouTube, podcast services, and the Twitch archives. Twitch.tv/EveryShowJoe. But you can tune in this Sunday, 4 p.m. We got Stephen, Katie, and Dane of Bocat. And we're going to be playing some Mario Kart 8. We're going to find out how well or not well this is going to go. Still guinea pig set, like, figuring out and beta testing and all that kind of, whatever words, phrases you want to use for see if we can work out all the kinks. But last week was good, so hoping this should go. So, but yeah, you can always tune in, ask some questions, and watch how we do Mario Kart. There's the Carter Drive sessions at 6 p.m., which I didn't see the guests yet, but you can always tune in for that. Then, yeah, moving, we got Cinco de Mayo. Yes, it's going to be a really weird Cinco de Mayo. We're inside, for one. But you can still always buy beer. And you can drink at home and watch some of these streams, like Skank for Choice, featuring Fanastico Los Cagoleros, Los Carnales, Pinata Protest, Ska2 Network supporting too, and many more for South Texans for Reproductive Justice and Frontera Fund. So that one's starting at 7 p.m. Central, which I think puts us at, 6? We also got the Trunk Space. They're doing their Tuesday fundraisers. As always, I don't know who it is yet, but you can always tune in for that. Wednesday, we got Random House Studios stream, which is Mega Ran. Random, get it? Featuring this week, Mega Ran and Samus, 5 p.m. You can go check that. We got 2 Thursdays, usually got the Fest streaming Thursdays, and Chris Murray at 5, so check that out. Of course, like I said last week, the best suggestion, like, if you open up Instagram, just refresh, look at the top, and see who's live. A lot of them are performing music, but they might just be talking, and maybe you want to talk to some of your favorite artists. So that's some cool ways to just discover it, follow upon, because it's a little decentralized without just being able to look at all the venues and their websites and their Facebook pages. But still ways to find stuff, like the Homeless Gospel Choir has been clearly one of my favorites if you've been watching my Instagram stories. I've been trying to share some of the stuff I'm watching. We got Chris number 2 from Anti-Flag. There's AJJ. Sean has been doing stream pretty much every night, 7:30 on their Instagram. Lenny Lashley, Chris Fox, Ross and Reese Nudikin, and plenty more. So that kind of stuff. So just keep up on it. And yeah. Also, I'm going to throw it out there because now I'm even a little more impacted financially. But if you want to support me at all, you can always support by going to patreon.com/EveryShowJoe. Even $1 a month helps me out just a little bit more. Of course, the other thing you do to help is subscribe. There's a little icon, there should be, to subscribe here or down below. And if you're watching on YouTube, I realize I'm sharing this on Instagram too. But yeah, so you can always help me out by subscribing, get those numbers up, and then eventually, maybe one day, ad revenue. But it's gonna be a while. But yeah. So, anyways, hopefully you guys are being safe, having fun, eating good food, well, or whatever. I've been making a lot of sandwiches. But yeah, so hopefully you guys are being good, be safe, and well, should be back next week for another 7 days of streams that I can think of or find or whatever. So be safe, have fun, and hopefully I will see you at a show, not see you at a show, but see you at a show in like hopefully a couple months or less. We're all playing this by ear. But yeah, be safe.